Well, here I go again, talking to my light worker friends all over the world and simply making the subject about what I usually talk about, how important it is that we that identify in this role here on planet Earth as light workers, because we are here to lift the energies, lift the frequencies out of the matrix. And at the same time, most of us are still identified with the matrix in many areas of our lives. The last few days, I have been participating in some really, really beautiful connections online with other beings, like probably you and I, who are here to bring forth something, a message, a healing method, a teaching, a download that's come through, something to help lift the frequencies and help heal people, heal the earth, heal the people on the earth. I don't really like the word heal because it implies that the illusion is real and that we need to heal from it. To me, the word revealing has always been much more true for me. Instead of healing somebody, it's basically revealing who they are, what they are, and what has already always been here. But yesterday, I want to just share a little bit about it. I was part of a 5 hour online presentation and clearing, and it was called Clearing the Persecution Script. And it's an interesting word, isn't it? I do believe that many, many of us in past lives and current lives have been persecuted in one way or the other as we have been coming forward with our true expression of light, of love, of higher expressions, of ways of being that don't really fit in this third dimension. So we are being pulled down to that level. And it has been very traumatic for many of us, probably for many lifetimes. We can certainly use Jesus Christ as one of the main big examples, the big lights. And he was shining this light in a time of immense darkness. And, we all know what happened to him. And then there was Gandhi who got killed, and Martin Luther King. So many names that we all know who were persecuted, who were killed, who were silenced. Bruno Gröning was one of them, a German healer who lived in the 50s. I think he passed in 59, was completely prevented by the German government or the German Medical Association to heal the way he healed. And the way he healed is kind of similar to how Joel Goldsmith healed, by just seeing through the illusion. And kind of the word activate has also become kind of a funny word these days, but just seeing what was actually true here. And then that sparked and came back to life in this dimension. So it's not like we're not crazy for being afraid to stepping up and standing out of the crowd, shine our light, and speak our truth. It's no wonder that we're afraid of it. I can certainly attest to that. I have been terrified of it. When I wrote my first book called Imagine Being Kind to Yourself, I was terrified. I was terrified. And I heard comments such as, well, there is no self to love. That's like 15? No, yeah, 15, 20 years ago or something. Things have changed. A lot more people are aware that there may not be a self to love, but there also is no self to not love. And that is what most of us have been doing because there has been such a suppression and pushing down of the love that we are, that we started doubting our own love. So at this online event yesterday, there were 6,000 people from like 130 countries. Now that's amazing. Just for me, just to be there and be part of that process and be part of the clearing, which was incredibly beautiful and powerful, just absolutely divine, really, really lovely that somebody has the capacity to hold such a big group and do the clearing processes. And what I really walked away with, one of the things was that, my goodness, if 6,000 people get together for this specific purpose to have that persecution script cleared, there's some truth to it, right? And of course, out of this, there's 6,000 people out of, who knows how many, maybe millions of light workers who don't even know about this opportunity. So what I want to, and then I've also been in this other 3-day event, which is part of my coaching group, where we, keep learning the new ways of bringing things out, creating webinars, and that was specifically the focus here. And everybody there, guess what? We all want the same. We are all here to bring our gifts, our light, our wisdom, our love to this planet in whatever way we are capable of. And the reason we get together in this specific group is to learn more of the bringing it from here to here. And there are some people who are also light workers who have a skill, who are gifted in doing that, creating websites, creating sales pages, working with AI to create images, all the things that you probably receive in your inbox or see online, a lot of it is because that is the way that this is being presented out here. So there is a lot of, there's many good reasons to be connected with these people and learn from them, but also to connect with each other. And that's what I really felt here the last 3 days again, that it's so wonderful to connect and just see how we all want the same and how we have all been isolating ourselves and thinking, who wants this anyway, and who am I to make a difference? And, all the things that matrix, that false matrix that has been coloring our experience just keeps pushing us down, keeps pressing it down so that the light cannot shine. And as you know, probably that I have started to get groups together more the last maybe 6 months or so, because I've been seeing the absolute need for all us who call ourselves light workers or healers or teachers or coaches or yoga instructors. Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's because we want to bring a higher frequency, more love, more light to this world. And that can look many, many ways. And as we connect with others and start recognizing how many other people are doing the same, it's an amazing relief. Like, oh, I don't have to do it all myself. Now, of course, that's silly to say that, but that is a tendency of the matrix to make us believe like, well, you can't make a difference, you're little you, and you're not even fully living what you're teaching, or you're still doubting this, or you still have these issues. And then we have a tendency to close down and not bring it out. Being with other like-hearted people who are doing the same, it's a very healing experience that I think we all need to engage in, so that instead of being separated and isolated and doubting ourselves, we connect with others, and that helps open us up more to the light, and the more light we open up to, the more of the darkness will naturally dissolve. It's very inspiring. I really invite you to join groups like that. And of course, you're very welcome to join my monthly group, first Tuesday of the month, called Feel Your Deepest Longing, Find Your Spiritual Calling. And I am still planning to do more. I have a few other groups going on that I have not put out public yet, but that might also happen. But I feel more moved to start connecting more with these other light beings and maybe start cooperating. I think, at least from my own experience, I have been very much a hermit and wanting to do it on my own, and have not felt moved to reach out a lot. Also because there was still part of my old conditioning was that nobody cares what I have to say anyway, so why bother? That I don't engage in anymore, and that's a big relief. So then in that I feel more free to connect with others. And that's again, it's an invitation because I know now, as I've been going through all these stages myself, and who knows what the next ones are, I know we all have them. Because when you get into these groups, you just hear everybody else saying exactly the same thing. And there is a relief in that. And that there is more like, oh my goodness, I'm not the only one. So let's figure this out together. You know, the more of us can see through those beliefs that we have been identified with, the faster they will dissolve. So that's why coming together with others like yourself, like me, it's very, very helpful. I think it is very essential that we start doing this work as one. We can't keep doing this, um, I'm better or you're better, this hierarchical thing. We can't afford it anymore. The time really is now for all us light workers to step up to what we came here for. And there is so much help and support to get out of the places where we are still holding back. That's why I joined this really big group yesterday of 6,000 people, because I feel like that kind of energy can really help me, bust out faster or further out from this thing that's been holding me back still in areas. So, my invitation and encouragement for all of us is to reach out to each other for support in whatever way you need it. If you need help, creating websites, find somebody who resonates with your frequency. You wouldn't find somebody who's a total into the business and the corporate world. You would find somebody who resonates and who gets you, so that that energy of you will show up on your website. Or could be a yoga teacher where you really feel like they are very much connected to the soma or the emotions and how that can flow through the body. You find somebody that you resonate with, and then you feel that connection that you long for, that we all long for. So of course, I want to just also share, if you would need help with connecting with your deeper longing, if you're not sure what you're here for, what is your divine calling, and how do I start trusting it? How do I start expressing it? Then please reach out to me, and I will put the link for my website down in the description, because that is one of the gifts and joys that I came here with or for. And of course, I want to share that, just as you want to share when you connect with your gifts. You want to share that with the world because you bring out a higher frequency, and we can do this together. So let's do it.